Thanks so much for coming by. Today is May 22nd, 2025. I hope you having a good day. If not, it's gonna get better. Welcome to the stream, the strum. If streaming were strumming, I will be streaming about it. Don't worry. It's fine. How y'all doing today? Who is here today? Matthew the Chew, and Jared Blaze kicking it over on kick.com/Warner. Thank you guys for supporting me over there. I get paid for that. Go Nif, Briggs, welcome, and welcome. We got a new YouTube video up. I broke out and I cracked the box on Roadcraft. You guys can check out my first hour of Roadcraft, episode 1, up on YouTube when you get a chance. Be sure to leave a like when you're over there. Episode 2 will be out tomorrow morning. I actually recorded 2 episodes at once. I was smart. So episode 2 will be out tomorrow morning. You can check out my adventures in Roadcraft. We're probably going to be streaming that. 80 Rap over there on Kick as well. Thanks, man. We're going to be streaming on streaming Roadcraft here eventually. But I'm going to do a different save for that. We're going to do a brand new save on the stream. And our first stuff is going to be over on the YouTubes. Yep. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Brand new CG in Elite Dangerous, a trading CG. I got to get on that at some point. Lots of updates today. Gray Zone Warfare got a big update. I got to check that out. Oi. Roadcraft is there. Oi. Still got to finish Expedition 33. Oi. Still got to finish Oblivion. Oi. Our Jolly's over on Kick. Welcome, dude. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. TooManyGames.com. You've hauled over 5,000 tons for that CG. Cool. That's some good money. Hello. Look at that. I don't know what this is. Look at that. Not put it down now. I don't want to carry it. Oh, it went in my backpack. I just ate it. I do drop. Okay. I dropped it. Ooh. Welcome, Shogun Knights, for the raid. Appreciate it. Thanks, man. How you doing? Hope you had a good stream. We're just getting started over channel. Just getting started in a video game. Haven't done anything yet. We just woke up out of our slumber. I'm probably gonna. I need to go over and request stuff. It's gonna take time for it to get here. So I might as well get that started. Kados is here. Welcome. Oh man, what a day! What a day! I was debating on whether to do Gray Zone Warfare today. Pretty nice update for that game. I think they did some stuff that it needed to be done. But we may do that on a different stream.
Welcome.
We got trading to do in Elite Dangerous. We got trading to do here. We got all kinds of nonsensical stuff.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
I ain't waiting 45 minutes. You crazy. I'm going to pay the expedited fee. Thank you very much.
Please visit us again.
Thank you. Please visit us again.
Hey, good times. Glad you're making progress in Doom. 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 I almost streamed this morning too because I was up like early. Because my sleep schedule is kind of weird right now. But I was like, nah. I was gonna stream at like 10 a.m. this morning, and I changed my mind. Good thing I did, because I fell asleep very shortly after I planned on going live. The old body was tired. How's my money looking? I'm at 17 million now. Let me update the overlay. Last time I updated the overlay, we were at 15 million. Now we're at 17. 029 336. And counting. Hello, Dag. Welcome. Doom and gloom. Doom and gloom. I need to turn on open track. I remember to enable beam today. I'm a good person. Start tracking. Yes, I'm a good person. I am a good person. And my tea is done steeping. Exactly 10 minutes. Not a second more. Not a second. I'm just making that up. I always go over under. Don't know why, but if I die over and over and it doesn't frustrate me, but it does drain my energy. I play games like that. You guys have watched it on stream. I play games like that where I'll die 1,000 times, but I'll keep going. But eventually it wears down on you. Path of Exile comes to mind. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Path of Exile comes to mind. Mm-hmm. Anvil Day tomorrow. You think they're going to let us rent the Asgard? I hope so. That ship looks good. So good, so good. You can rent the C2 now. I was thinking about renting it, but I'm so close to buying it. I might as well just go ahead and grind out this last couple of million and just buy it. Your Rust addiction is back? Ew, brother. You just need a break. That's all that was. I was thinking about trying Enshrouded too. Because I got gifted that a long time ago. I still haven't played it. Yeah, Enshrouded. And the new, basically their new RuneScape game is like Enshrouded and Valheim. You rented an M2 and an Ion. Okay. I don't get the appeal of the M2. I looked at it. I looked at the price. I looked at its functionality. I'm like, it's like 30 million to haul around a bunch of ground vehicles. But to get out of the camera. More turrets, I guess. That thing's 30 million though. 30 million. 30. New jungle biome, gators and tigers and bears. More ways to die. That looks interesting, but I don't like Valheim, so that's keeping me from getting Enshrouded. I understand. Valheim ain't for everybody, that's for sure. It's a good chill game to play if you're into it. It can get a little bit tough, though, at times. I think that's why I stopped playing. I hit a wall, and I wasn't motivated. In Valheim, I mean. I hit a wall in Valheim, and I wasn't motivated to get over it. Even though it wasn't that big of a wall. Like, the game was, like, easy up until a certain point, and then it got a little challenging, and I was like, I don't feel like trying anymore. So the light tanks will fit and attack is just tight. The big tank won't. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. If you look at the role of the attack, it's more of a ground and pound type of a vehicle. Or a rapid assault. Whereas the M2 is more like a carrier has arrived type deal. And it just like lands and drops off a whole bunch of stuff. Strike team, that's the word I'm looking for. It just wasn't fun to me for whatever reason. I completely understand that. There's a lot of games out there that for me. Like Witcher 2, Skyrim. What else? Just games that people adore in general, and I'm just like, I don't get it. There's a bunch of others. Did I say Witcher 2? I mean Witcher 3. Witcher 3. GTA. I'm not in GTA. People just love it. I don't get it. Grand Theft Auto. First try of Valheim. I hated it. Tried it again later, and now it's one of my faves, but definitely not for all. Yeah. That happened to me with RimWorld. The first time I tried RimWorld, I didn't like it. And then the second time we played on stream for like a month. And we had like a billion stories come out of that. And that's when I fell in love with RimWorld. Haven't been back to it since though. Buddy, get out of the camera. Don't you see I'm filming? What's wrong with him? Yeesh. Guy's got some noise if he does. Yeah. Yeah, photobomb indeed. Poggers! S'mores with the Pog. 132 months. That's 1, 2, 3 dyslexic style. Yeah, show him some love. With the tier 1 first sub of the day. Hello. Poggers, dude. Poggers, dude. Speaking of Poggers, dude, that's another game I gotta play. It's Helldivers 2. I don't know how I equated Helldivers 2 with Poggers. Anyway, big Helldivers 2 update is out. That's why I put it our almighty sticker. We have a sticker in our Discord called Too Many Games that anybody can use. It's just too many games. It's too many updates. Like I talked about like 5 things I wanted to play, and I forgot about Helldivers 2. It's crazy. It's so much happening. We lost Eagleopolis. That's an actual name. Eagleopolis. They actually called it Eagleopolis. Oh my goodness. Eagleopolis. That is something. Super Earth Falls servers turn off forever. They probably have a contingency. They probably have some kind of update where we're operating out of like outposts or something. And we're like on our last legs and we need to take Super Earth back. You know, that kind of stuff. They probably have some kind of contingency. Elite Dangerous didn't though. When the Thargors hit Earth, they just like there was no contingency for that. It was just like, okay, we killed them. It does remind me a lot of what Frontier did with Elite Dangerous with the Thargoids and what they're doing with Helldivers 2. It reminds me a lot of it. No, they got something in Buenos Aires? Oh my goodness, that's shameless. I'm from Buenos Aires and I say kill them all. Oh man, that's funny. These people photobombing me. What's going on with this? Yeah, I plan to. Also, Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm telling you, there's a lot of updates. There's a nice scarf that I want. That scarf is really nice. And these people photobomb me again. There's a Street Fighter crossover going on in Monster Hunter Wilds. It's too many games, man. It's just way too many games. People complain that there's nothing to play. You just don't like video games. There are these new enemies called Leviathans, like those space whales from Avengers. Really? Like the one Hulk punched? I get it. Flying space air manatees. he was looking for a Wendy's. Oh man. We're getting close to our Hercules though. You can rent one. If you guys want to check out the Hercules, they're rentable. The Crusader stuff is up.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
3 minutes left.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Weapon customization is cool. I watched a YouTube video on it, and as with most YouTube, sadly, as with most YouTube videos these days, they didn't really explain it well. So I'm gonna have to try it. It was a very not I was gonna say boomer, Gen Alpha video. Dude was bouncing all over the place. Did not explain a thing. I was just like, what is this? And they had like 6,000 views. Yeah, I got that premise from it. That the way you basically have to use the guns to Call of Duty them, level up guns, and you get attachments and stuff. It's a very Call of Duty. I got photobombed again. It's a very Call of Duty-ish type deal. But it doesn't seem like. I hope they didn't mess up the balance in Helldivers 2. I do like that they have a recoil sim. More games need that. I can count on one hand the amount of games that I've seen that have a recoil, like a recoil pattern. Every time you change attachments, it shows you the updated recoil pattern. Every single game that has attachments and stuff needs to show that, man. I've seen on like maybe 3 games, and I loved it every time. Every game needs that. So you can see how the gun just moves, you know, so you can see how you need to adjust it. You know what game needs that? Katos was just talking about it. Rust needs that more than anybody. Because the Rust gun's recoil is probably one of the hardest I've ever seen in my life to control. That thing is wicked wild. Rust is ridiculous when it comes to that. Like, you gotta do figure 8s and circles and S's and spell your name. Battlefield is kind of... See, the thing about Battlefield is that you can adjust to it in like 1 or 2 matches. With Rush, you need a 1,000-hour course. It's so stupid. Oh, man. Speaking of Battlefield is... They put out their stuff for classes.
Welcome.
I got mixed feelings about it because I actually like the current class system in 2042. And what they're doing with the next Battlefield and classes sounds like a lot what's in there now. Except they're gonna nerf guns if you use them outside of a class. And I don't think this is something I don't think people understand, is that if they nerf it enough, the meta's going to make people only use guns under certain classes. So everybody wants to lock guns under classes. That's essentially what they're doing. They're soft locking them under classes. So I don't think people they missed that line. I'm like, why is nobody addressing this? I watched like several videos and saw a bunch of tweets about it. Nobody acknowledged that if you use a sniper under like a medic or something, and your sway is so crazy that you can't even hit anything, you're not going to use it under medic anymore. You're going to go to recon. The meta's going to shift. It's a really good idea. People are going to get the best of both worlds, but if you want to use a gun outside of its intended class, you're going to pay for it. And I think soft locking them is actually a brilliant idea. And I don't know. There's a lot of parrots out there and a lot of lemmings that are just following if you don't lock weapons behind classes, Battlefield is dead again. No, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Yeah. And S'mores, this is what I think. I think the people who are complaining have not played since the game got updated. They played at launch and they haven't played since. I guarantee it. I would bet like 80 to 90% of those people who are complaining have not touched 2042 since launch. Because if they played the new class system, they wouldn't be saying the things they're saying. I really think that. I think it'll be fine. I hope Battlefield sticks to their guns and doesn't listen to people. Because here's a track record that happens in video games. People complain. They say do this instead. They don't know what they're talking about. It ends up making the game worse. They blame the devs for ruining the game. And they will say, if you would listen to me, this wouldn't have happened. When in actuality, they did listen to you and they ruined the game. Armchair designers need to just go. Oh, I meant to see. I learned how to advance. You guys are teaching me about the advanced HUD. How's it look on here? HUD. Ooh. That's different, Advanced HUD labels? I don't see labels. Oh, those are labels. I'm gonna use this for a while. Advanced HUD hype. Didn't even notice it was a thing until Dag told me about it. Can I leave, please? Whew, that's loud. Somebody was recording their gameplay on YouTube. I even turned it up on YouTube, and then when I published the video, the game volume, I couldn't even hear it. When I made the video with Roadcraft. Yeah, the way 2042 works compared to the new one, if you want to use a specific gadget, you have to pick a certain specialist. Now you can just mix and match. Yeah. It's I think it's a good thing. But I'm over. There's a lot of people stuck in the old Battlefield ways, right? I'm over that. I'm so over it. The game needs to evolve. I'm so over it. If they just make Battlefield 3 again with a new skin, a new coat of paint, the game's gonna die in a month. People are gonna get their nostalgia fix, and they're gonna move on. They're gonna find an extraction shooter to play or something. You know? So the game does need to evolve. It does. It can't stay the same. You can't rely on nostalgia. I forgot about the Polaris. Falling. All right, hopefully we get our good route. We should. This is a packed server. Terra, the Magnus. Yes, Everest and Pyro. Yay, we got it. My dude, WoW is going through that today. Big announcement last week in a PC Gamer article today that in-combat info add-ons are getting the axe in the future. So many people are raging because, one, they know they probably aren't that good without them. And two, the intent is to make a universal toolkit so that devs can develop new content or without worrying about computational add-ons or scummy stuff. Oh, that's interesting. It's actually interesting. Good on them. Oh, that's the wrong mission. Need to go to here, collect shipment, and pick up my money. Wait, did I miss it? Wait, where is it? Harm. I thought that was. Oh wait, this is the right one. I thought it was the Polaris mission pointing that way. My dang. Open says me. Armchair devs are so obnoxious. They are. People will write these books on the forum and on Discords and whatnot, thinking they know what they're talking about, and they played exactly 14 games in their entire life for more than 1,000 hours, and they think they know everything about video games. They actually think they know everything about video games. And their rationale, it's not fun. Here's a thought. If it ain't fun, don't play it. Yeah, I always respect people that give their opinion, and they say, I think this would make it better, right? And they would give an alternative idea. Hey, Duster Buster, welcome, dude. If they can give an alternative idea and say, instead of this, do this, I respect that, even though I can disagree with it. But those people that just says this sucks, get rid of it, and then they don't give any kind of alternative, like what would you do instead? You know, what would you replace that with, or how would that leave the game? You know, they don't think more than one step ahead. I saw a video on TikTok, which was depressing. This girl was in college. She said for the first month and a half of her critical thinking course, I'm like, there's a critical thinking course? Critical thinking course, the professor was teaching people the difference between an opinion and a fact. The first month and a half of the course, he was teaching them the difference between an opinion and a fact. And if you look at the world, it makes sense. We live in a world of my truth. People they tout that my truth around, and it's just like, oh, there's no objectionable facts. And I was just shaking my head. I was going, and the girl she knew. She was just like, this is ridiculous. You blame TikTok? No, I blame feelings. It all starts with feelings. We don't want to hurt people's feelings in schools. So you can't tell a child that they're wrong. You have to ask them why they think they're right. And then they justify their rightness. And they take that attitude into the real world. They get pulled over by a cop and they try to convince the cop that they're right for speeding. So it all starts with feelings. Because objectionable facts makes you wrong. And people, they don't like the feeling of being wrong, you know? You got to protect their feelings. And I love the saying facts over feelings, but people hate that crap. The universe doesn't care about your feelings. Exactly. That's going away, man. That's actually going away. It's also shocking just how many people can't read. And when I say read, I'm talking about comprehension. You guys ever, when you were coming up in school, did you take a course or have a book called phonics, where you had to learn how to read and interpret and to understand? What's happening now is that children are not taught that. So when you talk to them, they don't understand you. They're trying to infer what you're saying. They don't understand you. They're trying to glean and they're trying to go, so you're saying this? And they start guessing. It's like, wait, you don't understand me? The sky is blue. So what you're saying is that the sky is not purple? What, huh? It's weird, dude. It's like that's a lot of why people can't think, is because they don't know how to understand. I don't know what it was called, but I was hooked on it. Yeah, hooked on phonics. They don't teach that anymore, apparently. Yeah. I need to stop. There we go. I don't see how that's confusing. Well, you're taught your whole life that you're never wrong. and you encounter a situation where somebody says you're wrong, and I think a lot of parents who even teach their kids that even when they're told they're wrong, but not accept it, I think that's where it really gets out of control. When someone tells you wrong and you say no, you don't accept that. They can't tell you what to think or what to do or what to say. It's just like all this justification of being wrong. Thankfully, we got our Jolly teaching this kids right, for real. My uncle falls into that sovereign citizen mindset. No matter how many times I disprove him, he thinks he's right. I gave him up really quick. She was like, I'm not feeling well. Can I get a work from home or day two? Do I need to use PTO? Oh, I had this happen today with an intern. I'm not feeling well. Can I get a work from home day or do I need to use PTO? Wait. What? Button! Duster Buster hitting the button. Chat, show him some love. That is 74,000 years. Appreciate you, man. Chat, show him some love.
All right.
Get in there. Thanks for that, man. Second sub of the day. The duck agrees. Exactly. People like that give work from home a bad name. Just if you're not feeling well, you shouldn't be working. If you feel well enough to work, go to work. I'm still moving. Why am I still moving? Oh, wait. That might be why I'm not doing that. Okay. Like that's not hard, you know? It's not hard at all. If you're sick, take a sick day. If you got it, take PTO. Don't say, can I get a work from home because I'm sick? You ain't gonna work. That's a lie. You're basically asking them, can I get paid to stay home? Work from home because I don't feel good. Boy. For me, what I see a lot with Gen Z, and I guess some Gen Alphas, that they always try to bend systems in their favor because they weren't told no enough. That's the point I was trying to make. They try to justify their feelings even when they're faced with an objectionable fact. They live with feelings over fact instead of facts over feelings. And that leads to the next terrible thing, which is that victimhood and victim mentality. If you continue to push them when their feelings are being hurt and you continue to hurt their feelings, you are now harassing them. They are now a victim. That's the loop we're living in today. Instead of taking your licks, learning from it and moving on, I'm now a victim. And it really takes away from the people who are being victimized because it cheapens it. Everybody's just like, I'm a victim. And you're like, no, you're not. What are you talking about? You got to go to work because you don't feel good? Tough. Deal with it. Oh man, I watched this lady. She's probably my favorite therapist online. I forgot her name, but she breaks it down. She always talks about how people they weaponize their shortcomings. They weaponize them instead of learning how to live with them and overcoming them. They weaponize them to get through situations. So say you have like a mental thing or something that requires, like you're depressed or you have ADHD or something. People weaponize that instead of learning how to live with it. And true therapists, and this is what she's saying, true therapists teach people how to deal with those issues and live with it instead of popping a pill and suppressing it. And then using it as an excuse when things go wrong. She said that art that's been long gone. And I agree with her. I was like, yep, that's true. Because we all have issues. I know I do. Some might even call them tissues. But you have to learn how to live with it. That's what makes you you. That's what makes you unique. Oddly enough, that's why some people like other people, is because of their shortcomings and their little quirks and things. That's what makes people appealing most times. It's rare that somebody likes somebody because they're perfect. Usually the case, they like them because they're imperfect. You know? That's my theory on that. And I can be proven. Oh, I was trying to hold down F for that. I can be proven wrong. I'm pretty sure, but that's what I think, at least. This way. Sometimes meds help, but you still need to learn how to cope with function in society. Yeah. Yep. I got a bad OCD, not the monk stuff, but obsessive kind. So every day I got to write it off some days and better than others. And oh boy, when it's bad, I feel like I can burden others and I hate it. Yeah. And that's the thing. You got to learn how to recognize that and adapt and adjust. And that's why it's okay. And I say this to people all the time. It's okay to just say no. Especially if you're dealing with something like, hey, man, you want to go out tonight, do this? Like, no. Don't try to make an excuse, be like, we can, but no, just say no. Just don't go. If they ask why, you'd be like, because I got issues, man. I got issues. I can't be going out tonight. Just say no. It's okay to say no. And a lot of times you getting yourself out of those situations is the best thing for you. And then the next day you can feel great. You know, be like, hey, I feel good today. It's a lot of stuff, man. And people go through so much so often and they don't say much to anybody about it. But then there's people who go through a lot and they tell everybody. And they say everything. And they make sure you know every issue they going through. They make sure. They'll tell the president of the United States. They gotta let them know. And I think that's where they gotta draw a line. It becomes part of their identity. The other side is that people have to accept that. No, true. That's a whole nother thing too. Instead of assuming stuff and judging and judgmental, you know, people like to manipulate. So it's like, if you come across that wrong person and you tell them no, and then they try to guilt you into coming anyway, that person is being manipulative. Not saying they're narcissistic or anything, but that's being manipulative, and that's a problem. A lot of us are guilty of that in whatever situations. Sometimes we don't realize we're doing it, but it's definitely a manipulative technique. Yeah, it's all about putting your energy in the right direction, man. Always got to put your energy in the right direction. As soon as you start putting energy towards something that is hurting or damaging you, you're giving it life. And that makes things worse. That produces anxiety and all that stuff. And everyone has different ways of coping and dealing with it. And some are healthy and some are not. As you see with a lot of people that are addicted to drugs and substances and alcoholics. You know, they have ways of coping, and finding a right way to cope or going about the wrong way to cope can make things worse in a whole different way. I gotta get used to this new speed tape. It's actually quite visible now. Dude, I like this advanced HUD. Speed brakes, come on, speed brake me. I don't want to bump into this thing. This is why I don't aim right for it, because I will run into it. There's scenarios instead of doing what I do now, like it's alcohol or drugs or something totally destructive. Yeah. Exactly. All right. I think I slowed down enough. Man, that was a hard. Almost didn't slow down time. Everything in balance too, because oddly enough, and you know this, I'm not saying that you're going through this or anything, but video games can be just as bad as another addiction. Like people will basically make it their entire life to cope with something, and that ends up being a negative too. So it's a balance. I'm not saying you do that because I don't think you do, but there are others out there who do that. Gambling is another way. Gambling and gaming are they're very similar, man. People got to be careful. If you get addicted to WoW and you go to Vegas, you better be careful, man. You better be careful. There's some overlap there, boy. Why you think steak is all over gamers? There's some overlap. You got to be careful. Why you said self-destruction, I thought about one thing. Freaking music is very influential. It's very influential. It's playing in my head too. As soon as you said that, I heard you're headed for self-destruction. Like, what? Stupid song. I get my Gamba fix picking up an MTG pack. Oh, man. You got to have some self-control for these things, man. That's one thing I respect about a lot of gamers. People don't know, but to be an avid gamer, you have to have a lot of self-control. Because if you don't, oh my gosh. If you don't, I don't even want to think about it. The amount of games and the amount of temptation that's out there, if you don't have self-control, oh my gosh. Sometimes you got to put the controller down. Yeah. That's why I was glad my parents taught me that early. It taught me the importance of being able to not have a video game for a month. And it wasn't even like from a grounding standpoint. It was like from a life lesson standpoint. Like, you can't rely on that. They taught me that. I'm talking like I was like 10, 11, 12 years old. Taught me that very early. Why am I moving, dude? Or is this thing moving? It looks like it's moving, but I'm not. I spam X so I can stop. But it really feels like I'm moving. I wonder if my stick is drifting. Oh man, I was watching this streamer, the Star Citizen streamer, and they were talking about flight sticks. And I could not believe how many people in the chat had the same sticks as me, and they were dealing with drift, with stick drift. Oh man, it was like 10 people. They were like, "Yeah, I got T16,000 from Thrustmaster, and my sticks are drifting like crazy." I'm like, "What?" They're like, yeah, you got to take it apart and do this and clean this thing and do that. And I was just like, really? And I have a good amount of dead zone here. It looks like I'm panning up now. Am I? I am. Why am I going up? Dude, it's not this game's fault. It's mine. What is going on with my sticks today? Okay, I finally stopped. Look at that. I actually stopped and it worked. Oh, no. Yeah, the physical hardware. Isn't drift a symptom of a design issue like in the physical hardware? It is. It actually is. Ask Nintendo. Because they got it bad. Nintendo's got it really bad. Sony and Microsoft not so much. Nintendo's got it bad. But certain the T16000Ms, they're not a premium stick. So when you get stick drift after 5-6 years of using it, it's acceptable because you didn't break the bank. Now if I paid like $500 for this, I would be pretty upset. Oh, warships. World of Warships. What is this? Is it Ninja Turtles? Let me finish my load first. I'm not going to alt tab. I don't want to move anything. Dude, I think the reason why my stuff isn't working is because I was drifting the whole time. And it was Twist that was drifting. It was the thrusters. I'll check it out in a second. Let me let this finish. Who allowed this? All right, it's done. Hey, we got the full load. Nice. Let me just get out of here so I don't get impounded. Let's check out your link. All right, what's this? Oh. The Nebraska? Are those actual planes? They look bigger than your typical fighters. Merging a BB and a CV was a good idea. Oh, HE bombers. Oh, that's okay. That's actually quite broken. That's actually quite broken. Wow. Pay me my money. And we got the full amount that time. Dude, last time I looked at warships, I think they had like a Ninja Turtle crossover or something silly like that. I was like, what are they doing over there? It was just such a silly crossover, man. I was like, what do they have to do with boats?
Thanks for the assist. Hopefully you're up to speed with the mission specifics, but just in case you scan
40K crossover now? Oh, okay.
fully armed Polaris while in transit to the Invictus ceremony. Not sure what they got planned for it, whether it's some future op or just to terrorize Stanton. Bottom line, we can't let them get away with that ship. Navy's cleared us to take it out, so that's what we're gonna do. This thing's heavy, armed, and dangerous. So I'd recommend bringing friends, breaking out the big ships, or both. Let's go hunting.
Back to armchair dev. You know who was equally as bad? Snyder cultists. Oh my goodness, dude. I don't understand. I should understand, because even when I was reading comics, you had your people like that who just were very, very passionate to the point to where they couldn't see anything any other way. And I think the thing that's annoying me about the Superman lash out is because it's just people think Superman should be Batman. And that's just weird. They think Superman should be as dark as Batman. And the entire purpose Superman was created was during the Great Depression to give them a hope. The hero is just the epitome of corny, cheesy, all the time happiness. You know? That was the purpose Superman was created for. And that new movie kind of looks like that. And I learned something about it that I didn't know. I didn't know it was based on All-Star Superman, which was a relatively recent comic that was released that I had never read. It's called All-Star Superman. And they say if you read that comic, you will understand why things were done the way they were done. But the discourse that I hate, the discourse that I hate is that people just lock Superman into this dark universe of emo Superman, which that's not what the original Superman was. I mean, people write him that way. That's okay, but I was 100% in when he did the Christopher Reeves thing. Wasn't that brilliant, Miss Lane? I was like, oh crap, he did it. Yep. Oh, Lois, what are you doing over there? Christopher Reeve, he definitely did that nerd, non-nerd switch really quick. My favorite version of Superman is actually, I don't want to sound hypocritical, but it is kind of dark. But it was future Superman. He had seen enough. Oh man, the future Superman, like so many years into the future, he had it. He was done. That was my favorite version of Superman. Oh. Oh, what are you doing? You hit your mouse too early. Hey. He becomes an isolationist. He basically shuts off the world. I'll get you a picture of it here. The name of the comic book is escaping me, and it's my favorite comic, which is making me mad at myself. Kingdom Come. I had to ask AI. That's kind of messed up. Kingdom Come. He becomes an isolationist. Or he isolates himself from the world. And he basically just shuts everybody off. Because of an event that happened in the past. And he basically gave up. He was like, I'm done. And then, this is the part of him I like. Wonder Woman convinces him to come back. And when he comes back, he doesn't care. Like I said, he's had it. He really doesn't care. And this comic, freaking Alex Ross, I love him. That cover says it all. I have had it with you. I have had it. I'm done. It's crazy, man. Yeah, one of my favorite parts of that comic is when he fought Captain Marvel. There's another good shot here. Man, Alex Ross. His art style is a big reason why I love this comic. Look at this. It's such good art. Yes. And you know what's so messed up about the way they wrote him is that he's been on Earth so long that he got stronger. He got stronger, and he's immune to a lot of the stuff that he was like weak to before, because earlier Superman was weak to magic, right? And kryptonite. This dude don't care. Is this kind of what Injustice was based off? Injustice was more of a darker thing, because he's not evil in this. Injustice was Superman just basically went evil. He's not evil in this. He's more like I guess he's more like Batman in the sense of justice. He doesn't care as much as he used to in terms of like not crossing lines. A big reason why he went into isolation is because one of his fellow superheroes crossed a major line and a lot of people got killed. Like, I think millions. I gotta go reread that. I think it was like thousands or millions of people got killed because somebody crossed the line and he didn't want to be associated with that anymore. And I think he told Wonder Woman, if I'm coming back, I'm doing it my way. And he did it his way. Yeah, I gotta find that book and reread it. It's in the garage in one of my in one of my bins out there. I like this shot too. By the way, Batman is like super old too. Because you know Wonder Woman and Superman, they don't really age like everybody else. Especially Wonder Woman, she don't age. But Batman's like in a walker, basically. With like cyborg style. I forgot what he did to himself. I don't know what he did. But it's a best-selling comic for a reason. It's really, really good. And I got excited when they first showed the new Superman guy. And they showed his logo. It looked almost exactly like Superman's logo here. So I actually thought they were going to do Kingdom Come, because this is very similar to the Superman logo that James Gunn is using. Very similar. So I actually got really excited because I thought they were going to do Kingdom Come, but they didn't. Just the logo is very similar. I think it's very similar to All-Star Superman's too. I got to look at his logo. No, actually, All-Star Superman's logo is not as Yeah, he kind of mixed the two, I guess. Yeah. All-Star Superman. Now I want to read that. Just so I can have an understanding of the movie. I'm probably going to... I'm going to try to read it. Maybe I can find like a free trial to Marvel.com and read a digital version of it. Before the movie comes out. I need to catch up on so much. I haven't felt like watching anything outside of sports in a long while. Yeah, I've been trying to find. I was watching. What was I watching? Poker Face on Peacock. Then I watched the David story on Amazon. I can't remember the name of it now. What was it called? House of David. Yeah, I was watching House of David on Amazon. And then I started watching. What was it? I finished Watson. I finished Watson on Paramount. There was something else on Paramount I was watching. I caught up on FBI. I was watching Mobland, which was very dark, extremely dark. Extremely dark. Mob movie. I got a soft spot for mob stories. I don't know what it is. I've always had. This is my favorite Superman comic. Superman and JL take a group of younger cancer patients on a trip and hang out with them. I wish they would show this side of Superman, all the heroes. There wouldn't be a single dry eye in the thing. I think that's why that Batman episode was such a... I forgot, it was like the Batman animated series episode where I think there was this girl, this villain who had some kind of ailment. I forgot what she had, but I remember the scene where he was like talking to her. She was on a swing. And he had to empathize with her, and I think she had some kind of thing where he had to end her life. I forgot. Was it Ace? She could warp reality or something. I don't know what it was, but I remember that was a turning point for a lot of people, including me. I was like, "Wow, I've never seen that side of Batman before." I still think the DC animated stuff was some of the best comic stuff ever made. I don't care what Marvel does with Avengers or anything. The Justice League Unlimited, Superman, and the freaking Batman stuff back in the 90s, boy, in the 2000s. That was some of the best stuff ever made, man. It was so good. I'm not twisting, am I? I don't seem to be twisting. DC movies have so much untapped potential, heavy side. Same here, man. I agree with that. Like I've always been, I grew up a Marvel fan until Civil War, until they did Civil War, and then I left Marvel in a fit of rage. And I went to DC, and I saw how rich the writing was in DC. Like Identity Crisis is DC's version of Civil War. Because in Civil War, the whole thing was about, everybody. Tony Stark was big on everybody revealing their secret identity and all this government ID program. And Identity Crisis was a similar thing because it was an identity crisis because the villains were trying to find out who the superheroes were, their real identity, so they could go after their families and kill their families. So it was a really dark story, but it was so good. And the whole Identity Crisis started with the death of a superhero, and it all brought everything back to like reality really fast. And I got introduced to a lot of heroes that I'd never heard of in Identity Crisis. And that's when I fell in love with DC. And then from there, I went to Kingdom Come, and then I started reading the Green Lantern, Brightest Day, and then Darkest Night series, and then there was so much good stuff in there, man. So much good stuff. And then you had the Infinite Crisis series with the multiverse stuff. I wasn't a huge fan of multiverse stuff, but it was still good. Yeah, Superboy Prime almost made me leave everything. I couldn't stand that character, but the Infinite Crisis stuff was really good. Really good. I couldn't stand him. I actually hated that character so much. Oh my goodness gracious. He was like Tony Stark was in Civil War. You know, you can write a character to be so bad and not really evil, but just so stupid, like making all the wrong choices to where it turns you off of the story. And I have a limit of how much bad decisions that characters can make before I'm just like, I don't want to even watch this anymore. I don't want to read this anymore. And that's what I went through with Civil War. It was just like there was so many bad decisions by a single character that's just like, what is this? And that's Superboy Prime. Yeah. That is exactly Superboy Prime. And I almost didn't finish reading it because I couldn't stand him so much because he kept making bad decisions. So stupid. Stark in MCU, he started out all right. He started out really good. Like Iron Man movie Stark was pretty much early Stark. And then Avengers, you know, you can see his ego start to really get out of control. It was Civil War Stark. I'll say this. Civil War, the MCU Civil War Stark was much more tolerable than the Civil War Stark in the comic. Let's just put it that way. Like, people thought that Stark was obnoxious in the Civil War comics. He was. I mean, in the Civil War movies. He was, but in the comics, he was... Dude, you just like, what in the world are you thinking? He was tolerable, though. I think they wrote him okay in Civil War. Just given how bad Civil War was to me in the comic, I don't think they could have done any worse, honestly. I think they could have did Captain America a little bit better in the MCU. In general, they did a good job. Like, I really think the MCU movies were really well made up until the de-Hulkifying phase, where they just said, let's delete Hulk from the movie. I think it was fine up until then. When Hulk fought Thanos, that was his last moment. I was like, well, Hulk is dead. Up until then, I was on board. And then after that, I think that was the apex. And then it just started to go downhill from there. And I actually thought Endgame was not good. I only watched it once. I haven't watched Endgame more than once. I didn't like it. It was some soap opera time travel nonsense that I just thought it was trying to fill plot holes. It was just like this giant retcon attempt. It was just so many things that was wrong with Endgame. And then they basically deleted almost all the male main characters. They deleted Captain America, they deleted Hulk, and they deleted Iron Man. They deleted all three in one movie. Did you ever play the Guardians game? Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I streamed it a while ago. It was really good. It was one of the better MCU games. You ever see the Thor movie after Endgame? No, I refused. I refused. I saw the trailer. I'm like, nope, I'm not watching that. I am not watching that. That to me, after that point, I swore off of MCU. And the only reason I watched Hawkeye was because of Florence Pugh. I seen like all these clips of Florence Pugh on Hawkeye, and I went and watched that because of her, and I didn't regret it. I watched most of Scarlet Witch, and it was average. I think you like Thunderbolts. I know I like Thunderbolts because Florence Pugh's in it. She carried Hawkeye. I'm pretty sure she's going to carry that movie too. She carried Black Widow. She carried the Black Widow movie. So it's just like he carries every movie she's in now. That's why I hope they're paying her big bucks because she's solely responsible for bringing a lot of people back to MCU. Because she's a good actress. I don't even like the character. Like the character, I think is kind of shallow. She just really does a good job of mixing comedy with action. That's my favorite genres, like live action comedy, action stuff. She's a very funny character. She does a good job of the comedy. But yeah, I already know I'd like Thunderbolts. I know I would. Because I like Sentry. You know why I like Sentry? Because Sentry is the answer to Superman. Sentry is Marvel's answer to Superman. They want an overpowered character. Oh, there. Oh. That was a partial. What the heck was that? Like a blowed up whole sea over there. Sentry is Marvel's answer to Superman. He's this overpowered super being that has infinite power. I'm gonna overshoot this, but it's okay. I'm not pointed at the station. Holding down X. I'm out of boost. Eee. There it is. Yeah, I thought where is it now? Oh, there it is. Wait, what? Hey? Yeah, I saw that Avengers Doomsday got delayed alongside the next Avengers. Honestly, I don't want them to do well. I want them to get off of comic book movies. Just leave them alone. They're gonna make people hate them. You need a few more years. Just like wait and do something else. I just I kind of want DC to do well because I think the stories deserve better. But I don't want Avengers to keep doing Avengers stuff, you know. Do all the member rank missions have the multi-drop locations? I've only got missions from MB area. They might. There might be a couple member ranks that go to one spot. A majority of them are multi-stop though. There was one member rank I did. Wait, that was hopefully I don't move with this. I used one to grind. It was a long range one. There was one. It was a one stop, and I used that to grind up rank. And it was a long range one. There should be one mission that's one stop, and you should use that. Oh man, it was so long ago. There it is. Stems. Look for this one, HK. From Magnus to Everest, 99 SKU of stems. Do that one. Grind that one. And that'll get you from member to experience. There's a good amount of rep. I'm assuming that's what you're grinding for is rep. Yeah, do that one. Make sure I don't back up at anybody. $35.55 out of $38.11. Pay me my money. $18,283. Couple more loads and we'll have enough. $816. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Everest to Pyro. Yeah, if you haven't already, check out my YouTube video. We started on Roadcraft, highly anticipated construction game from the makers of SnowRunner. We jumped into that game for the first time. So check out the YouTube video, episode 1. When you get a chance, leave a like. Episode 2 will be out this morning, tomorrow morning. So check that out if you can. Over on youtube.com/Buona. I want to make a video on Gray Zone Warfare too. That update came out today. Very promising update. But I need time to play it and get some B-roll. Yeah, all this YouTube stuff I'm doing, it just takes away from live streaming time. Can't stream for 8 hours, 12 hours anymore, and then then do a YouTube video. If I hired an editor, I could, like some of the big streamers do, but I don't have that money. I gotta pay bills and eat, man. Did I make my YouTube stream? I hope it's public. I don't know if did the alert go through Discord? Because I had it on private earlier. Okay, I did switch it to public. Never mind now. Because I had it on private by accident earlier and I caught it. Did I just jump in the planet? What did I just do? Okay, no, I didn't. We're going to OM1? Oh, I never made a... Never did a route, did I? Like shipment. Okay, dokie. But I am definitely looking forward to eventually watching Superman, the movie. That's like the one superhero movie I'm looking forward to. Don't really care about Avengers Doomsday. Don't really care about Fantastic Four. I used to love Fantastic Four, man, but they've tried. It's like so many different variations of movies. I don't even know who's what anymore. They keep trying to make that movie and then they somehow mess it up. So I'm kind of fatigued. I was really upset with Green Lantern that they messed that up with Ryan Reynolds. I was just like, because Green Lantern is one of my favorite franchises in DC, and certain parts of it, like the Watchers and Sinestro was really well done, but the Ryan Reynolds part and some of the other aspects and Galactus was just a total disappointment. Or not Galactus, the Cloud dude. Was it Galactus? I don't even know. I don't even remember, dude. I don't even remember. The Galactus is Marvel anyway, but it was this Cloud dude and that they oh man, I don't even remember. I've got like scars. Yeah, there was a Cloud dude in the Fantastic Four. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. That was Galactus. But they also had now I gotta look it up. Who was the villain? Oh crap. Don't use your mouse while you're not on tab. You might kill yourself in a video game. Who was the villain in Green Lantern? Parallax. Thank you. I was confusing Parallax with Galactus because they did a similar thing. The Fart Cloud. Thank you. Yep. Looking for a screenshot of it. It was really stupid. where you can't even find a picture of it, man. Oh, I'm on. Oh, hold, let me try Google. There he is. There he is. This thing. Like, what were they thinking? This is the Ryan Reynolds Fantastic Four. I forgot what year it was. I mean, Ryan Reynolds, Green Lantern. Crap, y'all got my brains crossing the streams. That was Green Lantern. That wasn't Galactus. That was Parallax and Green Lantern. And that's now you see why I'm getting confused with Galactus. (2007, 2005). There he is. This was on the Rise of the Silver Surfer, I think, right? This is the this is Galactus here from the Silver Surfer. Rise of the Silver Surfer, Fantastic Four movie. That's how they depicted Galactus. Very similar to the fart cloud of Parallax. That's not Galactus. Who in their right mind say, "Hey, let's take Galactus, this Galactus here, and turn him into a cloud. Yeah, let's take this guy and make him a cloud." Sure. Yeah, fine. That sounds about right. Let's make that a cloud, shall we? Really was a bad idea. Same here, HK. Like it's like I have lost hope. I'm gonna watch Superman because I have hope in that, pun intended. But everything else, I'm just like, they take their creative liberties a little bit too far. I understand they got to Hollywoodify it a little bit. They can't just take the comic book and smack it on the screen. Although I think they could, but they don't think they can. I think they can. I wonder if you can load your cargo after you cut your engines, because that would solve my whole thick drift issue. Kinda. But I think you might need your engines on for this to work. I haven't tried it without it yet. Yahoo! Come on, Bobby. Oh, this one's been stubborn. So I might have to jump back out and then. It was going too smooth. I threaten to resubmit. All right, we'll go in and out a couple more times till the timer counts down, and we got 4 minutes before it before it kicks me out. I'll just jump out and jump back in. If it doesn't work, I mean. Doo-doo. All right, you win. Nope, one more. One more. We got time for one more try before I jump out and jump back in. One more. Also, my guy needs a drink. My old water thing's flashing over there. My character's kind of parched. All right, they won. You won this time, sir. But I'll have you know that I will be back in a couple of minutes. Find somewhere to jump. I choose you, mining base. Randomness. Don't worry, I'm not gonna go all the way there. I'm simply gonna pop out and pop back in so that things reset. Yes? Actually, I could just go here. Go M1. That will be good enough. Zoink! Please? There we go. Actually, it's still counting down. Gotta go further. Gotta go further out. It needs to say cancel. What the heck is it doing? Sheesh. What's happening? Let's do this one. I think if I go towards this, it'll reset. I think it already reset, honestly. I'm not gonna go all the way over here. Gonna go a little bit. There we go. Let's go. Hey, Gorsey, how's the treatment tonight? So far so good. This load's been a little bit cranky, but the other two were fine. Yeah, they're like, he's got one more load left. Let's make it hard. I'm okay with it. I think I need two more loads anyway. Oh, man. Please contact ATC to land. Okie dokie. Hey, Zach. Apparently nothing happened. There she is. Them's a lot of ducks. Combo breaker. Some coffee. You guys are quacky.
Thank you.
Hooray. And that one was stubborn. Oh, Chad, if you haven't already, check out my YouTube channel. We put up our first episode of our roadcraft journey.
What did he say?
I said we check out our YouTube channel. We just put up our first episode of our roadcraft journey. YouTube.com/one episode. One is up. The first hour. And the second hour will be up tomorrow morning as we craft roads. Yes. Also, the Gray Zone Warfare update is out. I may be playing that tonight, either on or off stream. Probably off. And I want to do a YouTube segment on that as well. Got a big update. Don't know if I'll be able to do it tonight, though. Yeah, Department of Transportation has a bad reputation. That's for sure. That is for sure. Pretty interesting premise, though. I didn't know. I thought they were just gonna slap you into the game, like in you know, on SnowRunner, like everything's destroyed and they just slap you in there. I thought that's how it was gonna be, but no, they actually do something different. I could appreciate. I was like, ooh, that's cool. You gotta watch the video to know what I'm talking about. Yes, it's a pretty nice premise. I do wish they would allow you to customize the controls, though. They gotta add that. That's just silly not to have that. Yeah. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Because. Yeah, no. You've earned 30 rewards. Well, thank you. What am I going to do with all these silly script? I know. I'm going to turn them all into a Polaris. One day. One day. One day. Man, I still got to finish Expedition 33. Got to finish Oblivion. I don't have to. Like, I'm trying to build up the stamina to do one. Trying to build up the stamina to finish Oblivion since I've gotten so far in it. And Expedition 33 seems like it's going to take a long time to finish. So it's just like I have to slow my roll a little bit and reset expectations to be like, I'm probably not going to be able to finish all these games in the time I want to finish them. Yeah. Especially since a lot of games that I play and love are getting updates that I want to go back and revisit. And then there's this Star Citizen thing that I'm getting into. You may have heard of it. Blueprints before Expedition 33. Dude, blueprints, I don't have the brain for that. My brain is not built for tough. I can't do that. That's too much puzzle. That's way too much puzzle. Who's this? I can't see you. Who are you? Hey, it's another Hull C over there. He has the same idea as I do. I'm going a little bit faster than him, so I probably should slow down. I'm almost out of brakes. I don't want to run into this guy. We might be going to the same general area. Where's he at? Right there. Lost that guy. I don't want to run into him. Oh, there he is. Given that I have this wondrous view from the ship, I can't see anything relatively below me. So I got a third person everything. Can't see anything out of this sliver of a cockpit. Hooray! 3,779. And my character's starting to see blurry. I'm going to have to back up and drink some liquids. Starting to see double with the dehydration in the video game. I'm getting far back. I don't want to get any kind of infractions while I'm standing up and drinking. I probably should this first. To pay me my money. 18,879. Oh my gosh, we're short like 20,000. Isn't that just a crime? Thank you. Delicious. All right. Pick up another contract. Did we finish the Polaris? Oh, we did. Yeah. Let's do another one. Hauling. 698. Oh, by the way, babe, the game Gray Zone Warfare, they got drops going. Gray Zone Warfare is an extraction. Bunch of people are streaming. They got drops going. Just in case you want them. Everest to Pyro. Oh, I did not plot. We good? We good? Should have enough fuel. We does. All right, chat. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get up and stretch, do some squats. I'll be right back. Thanks for watching. Okay. Nice stretch. Indeed. Drop another hull, see? Please contact ATC to land. Will do. How are you doing? Meow, 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 meow. Oh, I didn't update my total, did I? I'll do it after this. This is like 18, like 879. So close. Introducing shared hype train. I gotta bring up a gray zone stream on my phone so I can get the drops. I got most of them already. It looks like mostly like Tarkov level drops. It's like a bunch of useless stuff. Like some bandages and some other things that you're gonna lose really fast. Seems like some of the changes they made to it almost is like they took the conquest mode out of like Call of Duty and a Battlefield and they applied it to an extraction shooter. Before in Gray Zone Warfare, you would have to go back to your base and then take a helicopter to somewhere and then do a mission and then come back via helicopter. Now they have like these fobs, which are like bases. And if your team takes over a base, you can gear up there and spawn there. So every time you die, you don't have to go back to the main base. You can just go back to one of these fobs, buy more gear, turn in quests, all this stuff. So they made the loop accelerate a lot more faster than it used to. It seems more fast paced, whereas before it was really slow paced. And last time I played, I only did PvE. I didn't do any PvP, and this seems to be more. Like I said, it reminds me of like Battlefield Conquest, because you have to take over these bases, and if you take over the bases, you can spawn there just like you can in Conquest. And but except it's an extraction shooter, so you lose your gear if you die. So, but it seems like getting gear. The thing I actually saw a streamer. They took over a zone. There was like a bunch of the enemy's dead bodies there from when they took it over, and they just looted those people that were there and they put them in their storage in their stash. So it seems like gear is not going to be that hard to come by. In theory. In theory. It seems like it's not going to be that hard to come by in theory, but in practice, you never know. In practice, it may be a different story. Never-ending story. Yay. Cargo loaded. Hope I don't hit that. I am thrusting down. Okay. Didn't hit the turret. Okie dokie. Let's plot the delivery. And this should be our last delivery before we can buy ourselves a Hercules, in theory. We want to talk about theoreticals here. in theory. Go. This is one of them quantum streams. Yep. There's a high percentage of... Oh, I forgot about the puzzles. Oh, I should be doing the puzzles thing during my quantum travels. I said I was going to do that. And I take a day off and then I forget everything. I gotta have time to... This am I. I might be able to get this going. Find me later. Here, a server. Should have made a button for this. I can't even find the group. There it is. Hey, we got it. I'm not gonna have time. Nah. All right, let me make a button for this. That way the next time I do this, it'll be easy. Oop. I could just close this. Stream Deck. Oh man, the new Stream Deck stuff. Elgato just like did a bunch of things. OBS Studio. Source visibility? Is that what I want? Oh, sponsor. Scene, main. I think I called it sponsor group. There it is, sponsor group. Now if I hit that button, hey, we got a button to toggle it. Oh. Wake me up when they have Linux drivers. Are you talking about Elgato? They don't have Linux drivers for their stuff? That's not good. Not good at all. I'm gonna need that. I didn't even think about that, but I'm gonna need that if I'm gonna have a Linux streaming box. There's some third-party stuff, but I don't know how well it works. I just got my new install set up yesterday. Okay. I'm gonna music. This. Make sure I don't smack into the station. Let's go to synthwave. Okay. You guys hear the music? I got it kind of low. A couple streams I had it on. I had the music a little bit too loud. But then again, if you got me like at half volume and you can hear me, you probably can't hear the music too loud. I want something to fill the dead air. That Black Magic Proton they built for Steam Decks is quite something. I'm curious to see what people come up with these modular the modular stuff that they came out with. build like custom button boxes and stuff for like flight sim or whatnot, or truck sim. I got you at 80% and the music is barely there, but you can hear it. Okay. But it's barely there. I could crank it up a little bit, but I don't want to overdo it. No. What the heck? Dude. Get to stopping first before I handle all these other things. I'll crank it up a little bit more. Let's go to 15%. That is the box. I legit don't. Oh, it's right above me. I need to move to the right and upward. Oh, I hit the mouse. I'm tilting. I'm tilting. And once again, I can't see anything. The Verge had an article on the history of EM going back to the massive Optimus Maximum keyboard. Oh, man. I remember that thing. I remember being so excited about it, too. Okay, this is awkward. I'm going to back up. I want to be able to see this stupid square. I don't want to come in like this. Nothing's behind me. There we go. Now if I go up, I'm not going to hit anything. In theory. Theoretically. In theory. Since we're talking theoreticals and hypotheticals. A bit of shit. There you are, Peter. Come on, inertia, chill. My goodness. Did you see what Nutty did with the virtual stream deck? Yeah. He covered his entire monitors in buttons. I saw that. I saw that. I don't have a use case for the virtual stream deck yet. I'll think of something though. I will definitely think of something. Okay, why am I... Sir. Yeah, he can be quite nutty at times. Lamau. We're doing it, Peter. So happy I put on camera presets now. I have to dangle with that. Oh, that was weird. That whole scene in the background, it was extended, and then I think oh wait, extending again. It was extended and it retracted immediately, and now it's extending again. Seems like the animations are glitchy. We have Donnie. Full load, too. Look at us go. Roll out the barrel, feel it in your bones. That room. Where were you when Buona made the money thing stuff? But did I get the money? Yeah, I did. 19.5. We have done it. We're rich and we're about to be poor. 19,578,652 AUEC. Ooh! Oh, sorry. Head over. That was kind of loud. I got really excited there. So now we got to go buy a Hercules. Yeah, we're about to spend all this money. Where's the Hercules at? Star Citizen, not tools. C2 Hercules. I think it's Lorville. At New Deal. New Deal. New Deal. It is at... Yeah, it's at New Deal. It's also at Area 18, too. Maybe I should go by Area 18 and get it. That way I can check out or rent some other ships while I'm there. The Crusader showroom is Area 18. Oh, you're right. I just saw a New Deal. Dang it. So it's at Orison in Area 18. I just looked at and saw New Deal and I thought Lorville. I know there's a New Deal there. Okay. It's fine. I really should go there. I don't want to rent anything, though. There's nothing there I want to rent. I don't want to rent an M2 because I don't understand it. Marky, hello. Welcome. I don't understand the purpose of the M2. Well, I understand the purpose of the M2. I don't understand why it's so expensive. It's 30 million. Just because you can haul some tanks? You 30 million, sir? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah. We're about to be broke though. I'm about to go spend it all. But we're going to have a fat Hercules. The M2 is the military transporter group you can throw in the tank at a bunch of drop troops. Yes. Why is it 30 million? That's the part I don't understand. It's a drop ship. Why is it 30 million? It's 30 It's 30 million. I don't get that. That puzzles me. What is final push? Final push means the final countdown or the final leg or the final moments. And we just did it. So what ship is next? Corsair. Somebody said turrets. And I'm like, just because it has a lot of turrets. I'm like, I don't know, man. That's wild. What did I do to earn money? I traded using this and other ships. Hey, Hunter Polaris is done. I did cargo hauls. How much money per hour is that method? I haven't calculated it. Each run is about 500K. And if I do it right, I can do 1 to 2, probably like 2 hauls per hour. So it's about $1 million per hour. Okay, we're going to that guy right there. That little thing right there. We're going right there. I could get 3 runs in per hour if things go perfect. But they rarely go perfect with the Hull C. They almost never go perfect. Yeah, it can do more DPS. I understand. 30 million. That's crazy. That's so much money. Take me a whole week to make that in this ship. An entire week. C2 is the best cargo ship, right? That's debatable. It's the most reliable. The most flexible. But the best cargo ship, you might be looking at it right. You know, it's debatable. I don't know, man. Hull C is kind of hard to beat. Oh, I flew the Guardian MX yesterday, S'mores. So I've already experienced that that transition. It was rough. It was crazy. Is this Planetside 2? No. Could be Planetside 3 though. Huh? 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 TR Republic is back. What's your current ship called? This is called the Hull C. Hull C, as in Charlie. Go ahead and fold this guy. Folding. Yeah, some of the best MFDs in the entire verse. You're absolutely right.
What did he say?
I love those things. Yeah, Hull C is a monster, man. I'm taking 4,000 SCU per trip, so it's a good money maker.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of
Drake
candy.
Herald is one of the coolest ships
Ooh,
that has
piece of
zero
candy.
purpose. What does it do besides not have purpose? What is its purpose on paper? Welcome to Cloud City. Data running. What's the point of C2 if it can't carry nearly as much as Hull C? Okay, the Hull C can only do space loading and unloading. So it's not as versatile as the Hull C. The Hull C can go a lot more places. I mean, the Hercules can go a lot more places. The Hull C can only do loading and unloading in space. So you're limited to that type of environment, and it doesn't work very well. Oh no, it's a port. Oh crap! I thought I was gonna get a hanger. I don't want a port. I forgot. Oh man. Not that I can't dock here. It's just I don't want to get the black screen bug. I'll just change ships. Where is it? Oh, it's on the other side. I have to go under and then... Oh, gosh. Yeah, C2 can transport vehicles and stuff. Right? So the C2 can transport vehicles. You can put cargo and vehicles. If you go pirating, you can like scavenge parts and throw them in the back of a C2. Or if you just go bounty hunting and you want to take a bunch of parts. If you go salvaging, you want to take a bunch of parts. You can throw it in the back of a C2. So it's like a general purpose hauler. Whereas the Hull C can only do cargo loading from space docks. So it's very limited in what it can do. But the C2 is very flexible. C2 is also very, very, very handy with mining. Okay, where's the stupid thing at? So it's very good for hauling mining bags and doing refinery runs with mining. I can't find... Where'd it go? Where's the stick? Oh, it's on the other side. Oh my gosh. I thought it was on this side. Right there. Okay. That's where we got a dock. I hate this minigame so much, so I've developed a method of never having to do it. Stick your nose in here, and then you hit the auto dock button. Like that. GG. Bob's your uncle. That's a screenshot. It's no Hull E. Dude. I don't think the Hull E is ever going to come out. They're going to scrap that. That's going to forever be a JPEG. I'll say has really grown on me since I switched to avoid the event. Oh, I love it here now. I love it here now. Absolutely love it here. Have we docked? Yeah, we docked. If you buy a shipping game, does it get reset in the future at some point? Yes. If they do a wipe, you lose it. Which I'm not looking forward to that day. But the good news is that it doesn't happen that often. It doesn't happen that often. Yeah, I like this place too. Like, if I were to reset right now and have zero money, I would make this my home. And there are trade routes currently here to where you can build up a lot of wealth. They're rookie trade routes. They pay 50K a pop, and you can stack them to go to one station. And you can get rich really fast from here. So whenever this game does go live, this is probably going to be my home unless they come out with something new and better. But although the more I play this, the more I want a. Did I go to my hanger? Yeah, let's go to my hanger. The more I want an alt account, because I want an alt account to play in Pyro. Almost like Eve. I want a high sec and I want a null sec account. By the way, I reinstalled Eve yesterday. I don't know why. I don't even know what I would do in that game. I should be able to store. Yeah, let's store this. Oh boy, here we go. I have a Corsair and a Cutlass Black. Do you have any tips on how I should make money? On the Cutlass Black, you can do rookie training, or I'm sorry, rookie hauling routes if you want. If you want to do hauling, that's only if you want to do hauling. So you can come over here to Orison, and you can do these missions here. They're called rookie hauling routes, and they pay 50K each. Right? So you go from Seraphim Station to August Dunlow, where I'm at right now. You can stack in a, because I did that in a Cutlass Black. You can stack a few of these. What's the SCU capacity of a car is it 92 of a Cutlass Black? The 92 or 80 something? 46. Okay. I was way off. Way off. So this is, you can do like 1, 2, probably like 4 or 5 of these in a Cutlass Black, and that's about 200K. You stack 4 of these missions. You take about 40, 50 SCU worth of cargo up to from Seraphim Station down here. Rinse and repeat that, and you'll be rich in no time. And then you can use that money to buy something bigger. You can do it in the Corsair too. Yeah, it'll work. If you can fit, because most of these rookie routes, these are 1 SCU in size. So they can fit in most anything, right? They're 1 SCU boxes. They can fit in just about anything. You stack as many of these as you can in your Corsair or your Cutlass Black. I've done this in the Corsair too. Yeah, you make enough money, then you can go rent a raft, which I highly recommend. Highly recommend. I own a raft now. That's my main trade tip to start off with. You rent a raft, right? Or you can rent a C1, a Crusader C1. You can rent one of those, right? Or you can rent a Taurus, and then you can probably even get up to a Starlancer Max, which is what I did, and then you start making a lot more money. And you do that, you grind that until you get more reputation with Kovalex, right? And then once you get up to like experience rank, then you can look towards doing these Hull C routes that I'm doing. And these are 698K a pop, 711K pop for Master. So once you get enough rep and reputation up to like experience, you'll see missions like this. Let's scroll all the way to the bottom. Something like this, which pays 698,000 per. It takes a little bit to do that though. The rookie routes will get you up to like member rank for a while, but then you probably, if you want to focus on rank, I got this good advice from somebody. If you want to focus on rank, you should get off the rookie routes for a while, stop focusing on money, and do this route right here. This is a direct route from Magnus to Everest. It's 99 SCU. Your Corsair can't do it, but you can go and rent a raft for 70K to do it. You want to grind this route as much as possible. It's not going to be a lot of money, but it's going to give you a ton of reputation, and it'll take you from member to experience. And then once you get to experience, you can focus on money again to maybe try to make enough money to get a Hercules or to get a Hull C. What is a raft? He asked a question. Hold on. Hold on. Someone asked a question. Hold on. One moment, please. Hashtag ad. Hello, my name is Buona, your Argo representative of the day. Today we're going to talk about the Argo Raft. The Argo Raft recently went an overhaul. What overhaul you mean? Is it hauling or overhauling? Ha ha ha, I made a joke. Well now, this is the Argo Raft. The Argo Raft is a ship that hauls in a raft. GG. 192 SCU of hauling goodness. It's got a tractor beam and it's a raft. Look at it come up this here thingamadoo. Oh, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. If you buy one today, I'll throw in this paint job for free. It's called Polar. Would you look at this stinky here? Wow. It looks like a puppy dog, but it's not. You see, what's unique about the Argo Raft is this. All of the cargo is loaded on this here grid. You look at that. That there grid right there is where all the cargo goes. This right here, that little gun thingy right there is your tractor beam. That means from within your ship, you can use that tractor beam to pull your cargo onto the raft. 192 SCU of goodness here. You can rent this for 70,000, I was going to say pounds, 70,000 AUEC per day, or you can just buy this thing for such and such money, which I don't remember. I'll have to look up and talk to my manager. I can get you a deal. Dude, this is, I changed my pledge package to this. My pledge package used to be, it used to be a Drake Cutlass Black. That's what I had before this. And I paid $15 to upgrade to this for my pledge package. Let's go to the, oh, it's going to the top pick already. Manager says about 3.4 million. So do rookie routes in your Cutlass Black until you make about 3.4, 3.5 million. Right? I think I have to turn on the power first. Let's say let me do it here. Oh crap, hold on. I got my head tracking on, my lights are off. Hold on. I can't look down far enough. Hold on. There we go. Power on. Enter remote turret. There it is. So this is the tractor beam. This is tractor beam. Oh, Ice Creek, the raft is no longer on the Play Store right now. So you use this tractor beam and you can load cargo from this view. They took it down for Invictus. So the Taurus has something similar to this as well. The Taurus has a tractor beam, but having used both, I much prefer the Raft's tractor beam over the Taurus's tractor beam. The Taurus's tractor beam is buggy. It needs more work. It needs more work. And I love the interior of this guy too, man. It feels so homey. It's a perfect solo hauler. It just feels great. But I got a feeling they're going to raise the price, Ice Creek, sadly, because the price that I upgraded this before they changed it. And it was at like 92 or something like that, 96 SCU before, and they changed it, and now it's 192 SCU, which probably means they're going to raise the price on it because that's a bargain. For the price we were paying for this and the amount that it has, it was a bargain and a half. So I upgraded my package knowing that this update was coming. Oh, that weird. I upgraded my package knowing that this update was coming, and yeah. It is something, man. No, I never opened that. There's the racks, the bed. That ladder is weird, isn't it? It's got an airlock over here, which I use periodically if I want to just jump out really fast or if I'm going out into space. It has this nice cockpit. Really nice view. How to distract Warner? Just ask him about the raft. He'll go into full commercial mode. Oh, dude, my head track is doing pretty good, and my lights are even off. Let me turn them on. It'll be a little bit better. I still got to make my beam head tracking a little bit better than what I got it. It's still kind of jank. It can do much better than this. All right. Power. Isn't it cool? Hey man, he asked about the raft. Yes. I had to. I had no choice. All right. I'm under contract. When is Argo Day? I think it's already passed. Wait, did it already pass? I don't know if it already passed or not. I think it did. It did? Yeah, it already passed, sadly. Sadly, it already passed. I gotta go buy a Hercules. I gotta go drain my wallet. And then we gotta go to Area 18 in that Hercules to rent something. Zachbo wants me to rent a Karak, so I'm gonna do that. I rented a Connie the other day, and I never got to fly it. Wait for the lights to turn on. There we go. Yeah, it's a military event. Yeah. I got hailed by somebody, probably by accident. I've done that to other people. I try to hail the station and I call somebody on my friends list by accident. Oh look, Alpha Software, sign me up. I don't know what this bug is. Ever since I came back, it just seems like there's this constant fight on these stations. I don't understand. So I buy it at the Crusader showroom, right? I have to go to, is it Providence or Cloudview? It's Cloudview, right? Yeah, Cloudview. Okay, thank you. Can't see myself. Brave! Chat, we have grinded so many big ships in this game. We've grinded the Star Lancer Max. We had help on that one, though. Somebody loaned me like $2 million. We won't talk about that, though. We grinded the Hull C, which I did all on my own. That was all me. We grinded the Hull C. That was a cool, what was it, 15? It was 16 million. We grinded that. And then we used the Hull C to grind an additional 19 million. Do you have to risk money doing these transport missions? No, you don't. The hauling contracts cost nothing. Now, if you were to haul commodities, you do risk money because you have to buy and then sell for a profit. But the contracts, you don't have to pay for anything except for fuel, which is nothing really. Now, there is a possibility that they can bug out, but if you just log out and log back in, you won't have any penalty. Are commodities more money per hour than missions? In general, I don't think they are. But depending on the prices, they could get pretty good. But I have seen, I've seen some C2 really good runs that were like $500,000 in profit, which is exactly what I was doing just now. So I have seen some stuff that was on par with what I was doing, but in general, there's less risk in doing it this way because you don't get pirated. People don't generally pirate traders who are hauling contracts. If you're hauling commodities, they could gank you and sell that stuff pretty easily. But if they gank you doing a contract, they got to take it to a black market, and people don't want to have to deal with that. Well, see, commodities are easier to do because you can control. I don't know if you've ever done commodity trading. You can control the size of the boxes. So if you want 5, 8 SKU boxes, a couple of 16s, maybe a 32, I don't know. You can do that. You can dictate what goes where. With the contracts that I'm doing now, the missions, you have to give what they you just have to give what they give you. You have to take what they give you. Oh, that's what I'm about to buy right there, chat. Big boy. Yeah, auto load is definitely a thing. Yep. So what you saw me do with the Hull C and loading stuff, you can do that with commodities too. And there's bugs everywhere, man. There she is. All of my money. My final balance. I'm going to be broke again. My final balance is going to be 707K. Don't think about it. Just do it. Oh. It is done. It's done, Sam. It's done. Rip. I can hide that. We're no longer rich. Shut up and take my money. All right, we got to fly this to Area 18 after we tour it. Warrior. I have no money. That's going to change really fast, though. I paid sticker. I sure did. Is there any reason to use a Cutlass Black if you already have a raft? Yeah. Cutlass Black is probably one of the best overall ships you can have. It can do everything, man. It can haul. It can do missions. You can do pirating. You can salvage parts with it. You can put a vehicle in the back if you want.
No, wait for me. I was having you to be stupid.
The Cutlass Black it's a great daily driver. Exactly. Dag said it best. It's a great daily driver. So I'm eventually going to get another one. And it's got, yeah, guns. So a Cutlass Black is not a hauler. It's not a focus hauler ship. Like when everything resets, I'm going to use my raft to probably buy a Cutlass Black. That's probably going to be the first thing I buy is a Cutlass Black. Once I get my, with the raft stuff. Because it's a really, really good ship. It's arguably one of the best all-around daily drivers. Like, it's really good. You want to buy a Cutlass Blue? Oh, I don't know anything about the blue. I don't know anything about the Cutlass Blue. But I say this: if you're interested in a raft, go rent one. It's only 70,000 AUEC to rent one, and you can make that back in 2 routes. Not even 2 routes, in 1 route. You can make that money back. Go and try it out, test it out for yourself, see what you think, and then you can make a decision on whether you want to replace your Cuddy Black with it or not. What do you think about the Classic Avenger? I haven't flown that either. There's a lot of ships I need to fly, man. People in the community seem to love the Avenger, though. I know. I think that might be Eddie Rab's daily one. I think this is his daily driver, I think. I gotta fly a lot of ships. I should be using. If I was so caught up in grinding this ship, I could have flown a lot of ships during Invictus. Yeah, you could buy, exactly. You could buy a Cutlass Black really quick if you own a raft, especially the new raft.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Yeah, I've only heard good things about the Avenger. Oh, wait, I'm at the shuttle station. I've only heard good things about the Avenger. I haven't heard anything bad about it, honestly. The Avenger Titan? He said the classic Avenger, though. I think what we've been talking about in chat has been the Titan. Oh, no. The guy in chat asked about the classic Avenger, but everybody, I think the Titan is what everybody's like raving about. Yeah, I don't know the difference. Did I buy the C2? Yeah, I did. I did. I'm about to go pull it up now. I'm broke. See my money? I'm at 707K. All that money's gone. I don't even know what I'm going to do first in this. I haven't thought about it. I kind of want to do commodity, but I might want to do some multi-stop missions. How much is the insurance? I have no idea. I try not to think about insurance. I just try not to think about it. How did I get knocked over? Who's been sleeping in my bed?
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I did my first multi-stop in the C2 last night, and it was a nightmare. I learned a lot. Yeah, that's what people say. It's like you have to develop your own system. Unlike, you have to segment your boxes. It really becomes a UPS FedEx simulator at that point. You have to basically stack your boxes according to where you're dropping things off, you know? Arise, chicken. That's a big booty. I want this stank back here. Woo! Would you look at that?
CTS chat sponsored by Pink Sapphire has begun. 1 hour. Thanks.
Oh my goodness gracious alive. That is a lot of ship, chat. That is a whole lot of ship.
Yeah, you also cannot get the same type of material for different kets. It gets confusing unless you assign your grid in your head or on paper.
Or a spreadsheet. You need to make a spreadsheet.
Kids.
We got to go Eve online
Grind
with this.
in game.
You have to make a spreadsheet. How do I get in here?
Or swipe that card to the tune of $400. Okay, cool.
Wait, what? Man, I got some long arms. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my goodness gracious! That is a lot of. That's a lot of area. Oh, I see what that guy was saying. Who was talking about it? He's like, you can't see the grid from down there. So if you use the ATLS, it's kind of hard to use it from down there. I'm beginning to see that now. Ooh. CrusaderIndustry.com.
That ramp is longer than my ship is.
Pretty much. Wait, how do I am lost. Oh, here it is. I've never been in one of these, chat, if you haven't guessed. Staying clear of doors. Is there a button? There's a ladder here.
I have a spreadsheet on what is going where, but say you have stims being delivered to Sakura, Icarus and New Babbage on one part, and then you have another stims quest that delivers to SMK 6 and SMK 8. You have to figure out which set of stims goes to the right place.
Nope.
Keckle.
I have some thoughts on that. But it does sound annoying to have to manage that. Oh my gosh, you can walk across this? Heck. Appreciation. Ooh, no bunk beds. Dude. The bed logging might be easier in this. Hold on, let me test it. I hate bunk beds. Like everything I've had a bunk bed. Oh, that's so easy. That's so easy compared to the other one. Oh my goodness, I got it first try. Yee! Okay, I love that. Oh, bed logging is going to be much easier now.
I wasted like 3 hours last night loading and trying to figure it out now. Ended up just only accepting missions for each material once and then it was fine.
That sounds like the right play, honestly.
Wait, is it all bunk beds, not just the Corsair?
Oh, in the it does it in the Hull C as well, Zach. I have trouble in the Hull C as well because it has bunk beds, and that stupid sweet spot nonsense happens there too. Absolutely, positively.
My raftbone of crazy.
A lot of little cubby spots in here. I like this. Okay, that's the app. Are there ladders on both sides or just one? Seems like it's just a one. What this? What this do? Yes, I concur. Exactly. Ah.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Components.
Understood.
That's nice though in case
Yes.
of unwanted boarding.
Yes. This. Okay. Perfect. Like a glove. I guess these are escape pods. Oh, that's what that says. Ooh. Oh, we got a roller coaster
You're lucky
seat.
they added buttons to the inside of those suit lockers.
They don't all have them.
100% thought you were going to get stuck BCSC low.
Say it with me. Whee! Roller coaster seats. Perfect. Main screen turn on. Ooh. Yeah, I like the MFDs. I mean, you gotta look left a little bit for that one over there, but it's better than the MISC stuff. Crusader has a little bit better design. Oh, let's turn on the advanced stuff. See how that looks. Ooh, that's quite advanced. It is consistent, though. You're right. The advanced HUD is kind of consistent across all these ships. Nice. 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 Wait, I didn't close the back door. Why did it close? Oh, wait. It's not in the back. My mind is blown. Here I thought the whole time. I thought the ramp was in the back. It's in the front. I'm opening my mouth.
It's a little bloated emo, but I have gotten used to it.
And back.
There are 2 ramps.
As 2.
Oh, there's 2? Hold on. Do they connect?
Yeah.
Yo. For realsies?
Yup.
Oh, let me open both. Ooh. I didn't even see the back one. I can see my house from here. Ain't that amazing? That's kind of amazing. You can actually see through the wings too.
Does it have a tractor beam?
I don't think it does. I think you need an ATLS. I do need to put in here. I think I would do 2 ATLS in this thing. One in the front and one in the back. That's so much space, dude. That is so much space. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. How many guns does this have? 2. And a turret. Back there. So probably just 2 pilot guns, huh?
2 size 5 for pilot. Think 2S5S.
Yeah. What did they put on here? M7As. Okay. We'll be changing that.
B cannon.
I'll put it here. Put the power right there.
Could try that stagger fire.
Oh yeah, I mapped a button to that. I forgot where I mapped it. I'm be honest. I'll just do it over here. What? Oh, you just let go the you let go the trigger, the switch? That's weird.
No, it should be auto.
It ain't. I have to let go of the fire to for it to switch.
Try toggling it again.
Nope.
Mine was doing this the other day too on my Guardian and I couldn't figure out why.
Huh. Don't know. Don't know. That's strange.
Might have to power cycle, but it's not worth doing big tests on.
Yeah. It's nice to know that's not the way it's supposed to work, because that don't seem very good. Dude, am I going to fit out of this? I feel like I'm going to hit the sides. Am I too fat for this ride? Am I too
Only one way
rotund?
to find out.
Did I have too many burritos?
Suck it in.
Suck it in law.
Chat's on the same wavelength. You guys are on the same wavelength.
Bonus spin.
I made it.
Whatever you do, don't raise gear.
Oh, I ain't.
Lol.
I ain't gonna raise gear yet.
Been there.
Man, this looks just like this whole place. Like Crusader built all this. All right. Time to fill up my hard drive with screenshots, chat. Where were you when Buona did this? Years are up. Print screen, print screen, print screen, print screen, print screen. Oh! I need some camera angles.
Beautiful
Hold on.
ship.
F4-1.
Hercules looks so clean.
F4-3.
Let's listen to those engines.
Hold on. Make sure I got these cameras saved. On the back here. I think this will be autumn. Hope it's not. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. So we'll leave that one like that. That. I'll see this. I don't know how to give this game a lot of volume. Like, I can crank it, but I can barely hear stuff.
Go to nav mode.
Yeah, well. I got a bogey right there. I don't know what he's about to do.
Shields off.
Oh my. Screenshot. Oh my. Screenshot. Oh my. No, I don't want to take a picture of the booty. Turn this off? No, I didn't. I did. I can barely hear this game, man. It bothers me. Like, there's certain parts of this, I got everything cranked to 100 too. Maybe I should change it to different ranges. I got to set the speakers that I have. But I can barely hear stuff.
Headphones on or no?
No, I'm using speakers right now, so that's what I mean, maybe if I put it on headphones, it might sound louder. I can barely hear it. I mean, I'm getting levels and it's like locally I can barely hear it. And I'm cranking. I got it turned all the way up here locally. It's so weird. The other games I don't have this problem. All right, let's go to Area 18. We're going to rent ourselves some stuff over there. Give this guy a maiden voyage. Oh yeah, Hunter Polaris. Forgot about that. Gotta get some script. Okay. Oh, now it's loud. Okay, now the game audio is probably deafening you guys, so turn it back down. Because I've heard that game audio on the stream and it sounds fine, but my local doesn't match it. It's weird, really weird.
That was actually fine here.
Was it?
Yeah, it was fine.
Okay.
Quantum travel engaged.
Man. I need more camera angles.
QT engaged. Please feel free to move about the cabin.
Like that. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I'm back in Flight Sim with all these camera views. You know, ever since I had that mishap with the Cuddy Black, I'm always scared to get up when I'm in QT. Because I don't know if you guys were here for that, but I was in QT once and I got up inside of my Cuddy and it seems like gravity was messed up and it propelled me to the back of the ship and I couldn't move and I had to Alt F4. I think it tried, you know, there's a glitch where it'll like, you'll just like leave your ship and your ship will leave you. I think it was trying to do that, but it recovered when I was at the back of the ship. Like, wait, we're not supposed to leave him behind. Catch him. And then it caught me. Yeah. Yeah. Chat, we got ourselves a Hercules. Hercules. Oh, Hercules. Hercules. Look at us go. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Boner confetti.
Next ship is the Corsair. For those who asked that question, I'm going to be grinding the Corsair, but that's not going to take... That's not really a grind when you got a hull C and a... Yeah, that's a couple of loads and you got yourself a Corsair.
Why do you want the Corsair?
For combat.
Okay, so Corsair will be got by 10 p.m. tomorrow.
Did you stream Tarkov before?
Oh, yeah. Plenty of Tarkov. PvP and PvE. I sure did. Streamed ABI. I streamed... I was thinking about doing some Gray Zone Warfare tonight with the new update. Looking forward to playing that. But I'm probably going to have to do it off stream.
Pretty sure that's what I followed you from. I just don't remember.
Yep, I played Tarkov.
Really looked at the Corsair before that freefly last month. It seems like a neat multi-role ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to use the Corsair as a mission ship. Bounty hunting, bunker busting, no hauling per se. I think I got hauling covered. But I want to use it as a multi-role combat mission ship. Preferably in Pyro.
This game is amazing. I wish it got more love, but so many people hate on it when they haven't even tried it.
I mean, can you blame them though?
Quantum travel complete.
It's got... I like the game. I actually am really enjoying it, but I do not blame people for not liking it because it is They've got every reason in the world to be skeptical about
Man, I
it.
wish I could look at the Corsair without doing that Homelander disgust look.
See, you have to just stay. Never go third person in it, Morris. Oh, this is screen. Hold up.
Lol.
I almost missed a screenshot moment here. We're Fire Phoenix now. Ugh.
Quantum travel engaged.
Okay, that's pretty cool effect.
Couple. Two. Possible.
This game is awesome, but hella buggy.
And I think that's why people give it hate,
One
is
of
because
my favorite ships is the F-7A Hornet Mk1.
At Shogun 01, is it because asymmetrical? How's about the Star Runner?
yeah, he doesn't like the look of it. This game is and I've said it for years, it's probably one of the most, I think it's one of the most mismanaged companies out there. But the game itself is actually doing some really cool stuff, right? So for the amount of money that they spent on this game and what we've gotten out of it, I think that's where the skepticism should come in. But you got to look at what's here and go, okay, that's kind of freaking cool. You know, and I got 4,000, probably 5,000 hours in Elite Dangerous now, and I can see the delta between the two games. There's a lot of cool things in here that Elite Dangerous wouldn't even think about doing.
At least it wasn't a rug pull.
When
They
the
still got
game
time,
works,
though.
it's amazing, but when it doesn't, it sucks really bad.
Yeah, yeah. And this is the really messed up part, is that they have a really good event called Free Fly, which is what they're going through right now. So people can try the game out. But Free Fly is when the game is at its most unstable. So everybody's trying this game when it's at its most unstable. Like, this is the worst you're going to get. I just flew right over this thing. I hate those clouds because you come in, you can't see anything. This is where the game is at its most unstable, is during Free Fly week and Invictus and stuff.
Yeah, servers haven't been that great recently, especially around Area 18 lol.
And that was my issue. Like, I would come back to the game. I pledged as soon as the Kickstarter hit off, right? So I've been a part of the pledges for a long time. But I would come back to the game periodically to see what's changed. And I would always come back during Free Fly. I'm like, man, the game is so buggy. It's so, this is dumb, blah, 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 you know. And I couldn't understand why every time I played, nothing would work. And this time around, I came back. I was smart enough to come back to the game during a non-Free Fly period. Night and day. Absolutely night and day. I was able to do so much more.
I quit in 2019 cause it was so buggy.
And then Free Fly came around and I saw the difference. I was like, oh, now the game is what I remember. Because of Free Fly. But even then, the Free Fly now is better than the Free Fly was a couple years ago. I would fall through the world every time. I would get stuck on trains. I would get stuck on tracks. I would just randomly crash the desktop. It was really, 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 really bad. It's bad now, but not nearly as bad as it used to be. I think the server meshing stuff they did really, really helped. It's a much better state now.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot smoother, relatively.
For sure.
Okay, I gotta be. This is my first time landing this thing.
Landing gear down.
We might have to auto land this manatee. This space moo. This space cow
Ever
moo.
since last patch, my game's been running way better.
Be brave.
Be bold.
How does server meshing work exactly?
Oh, I'm too late. I'm actually too late. Took too long, chat. They shut the doors in my face. I gotta re-request. I hate this system, by the way. I can't stand it. Especially when you got a slow ship like this. They're like, oh, you took too long. Ha 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 ha. Make me sick. I can't really explain server meshing properly.
Like everybody is all connected now?
I can't really explain it well. But there's different server technology that makes persistence possible, I think. And some other tech. To where there's less load on the servers. Over here. But I don't know much beyond that. I do know it makes things a little bit more stable while it does have some more bugs to the stuff as well, but I can't really explain it exactly because I haven't studied it. But on paper, it sounds like they're going with like a multi-cluster server setup. So if you've ever, oh, my landing gear is up. So if you've ever done server clustering and stuff, and you do server load balancing, it kind of will make sense to you.
Share the load.
Share the load.
Alert. Landing gear down. Alert.
What's the alert? Sticks are they're a shade of what they used to be. I've got so much dead zone now that I have to push my sticks completely forward to go just a little bit. I don't know why that happens all the time either. We did it. We didn't break anything yet.
Engines off.
Last time I played, it was 50 people per server. Now it's 600. All right, what's the quickest way out of here? This is something else I gotta learn. Yeah, this server now is on this server right now we have 328 people on this server. When I came on here, it was like 500 earlier.
I honestly didn't think Chris Roberts would pull it off.
I don't know how to get out of here. Guess I can go down the elevator or go down the ladder. That's not it, is it? Excuse me. Oh man, that came out of nowhere. By the way, they bought a company to do this. Server meshing. I forgot the name of the company, but they bought another company to come in and make that stuff.
Lol, nice.
I don't even know where the other switch is. Is this it? Oh. So, okay, I see how it like goes horizontal first and then, okay. That's why I didn't know this opened. I could probably squeeze a couple of fighters in there. People have probably done that. All right, we're going to store this because I don't want nothing to happen to it.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle
Snubs, yeah.
system. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage. Please visit
Bye. Thanks for the Y. So long. All right, we're going to go to the show floor and we're going to rent some chips. And then we're going to come back and do some other stuff with it. We got to figure out what we're going to do in the Herc. I don't know what to do. I've never flown it. So I don't know if I want to just jump into commodity trading or just go straight to pyro and blow up a few hundred times. I don't know. Do some bounty hunting in it for lulz. I don't know. What are we going to do in it? Put some more guns on it, maybe. I could probably do that here. I'm pretty sure I can buy some stuff at Area 18 to put some guns on there. Maybe put a different quantum drive on it. upgraded components with my 700K. I'm still broke, by the way. That hasn't changed. Hey. Hello. I am down to 700K. I spent all of my monies. Don't leave me. Pretty please. I want to go to convention. Oh, it's not even here. It will be here in 35 seconds. Yeah, we'll figure something out. But yeah, I'm probably going to buy a second ATLS too. Buy multiples of those guys. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tram now leaving the station. Stand clear of the doors.
Also, it's got me thinking about what I should do for mining too. Because I don't think I can use a Hercules specifically for mining. It's possible, right? I can put like a Atlas Geo on it, right? And maybe something else to do mining, like hand mining and stuff. Has anybody out there actually tried to do mining in a Hercules by itself and just like load stuff on it to do mining? Rather than take like a mole out or something else to do the mining? Because a mole won't fit in there. I wish it would, but... Because I do want to get into the mining world. I know the best way to do that is to like get a prospector or something like that. A prospector? And then just go out and point my nose at some rocks and shoot them. First time I mined was in a mole.
Invictus has been a time for friends and family to come together and celebrate the pillars of duty.
I kind of wish you could rent from here instead of having to go up to the floor, but I don't know. I guess they want to give people a reason to go up here. See all the work they put in here. But I feel good, man. I feel free. Like I feel like I was chained to the confines of that grind. I had to get a Hercules and I had to get the whole sea. Now I feel like I can take my time and just do whatever I want. I gotta get more money.
You can carry like a dozen rocks.
That's what they're called, rocks? Okay, I get confused. Like the Geo is the suit. Is the rock a ship or a buggy? Hey, I know what this is. Oh, hey, I know what that is too.
Buggy.
So, the rock is a buggy.
Ground vehicle.
How much does it go for? Anybody know offhand? These all look alike. There's a C1 Spirit.
110K or so.
Okay. So you would put a few rocks inside of the Hercules, and I guess you would put some mining bags in there too. Like, talk me through this. You would get some rocks. You would get some mining bags. You would go down to a planet. You would take the rocks out. You would mine, and you would bring the ore back to the bags.
Just store all boxes.
Just the store all boxes. So you can use the rock to mine ore and then output it to a box. Is that what you're saying? A1 Spirit.
Yeah, the ones from the cargo centers.
Okay, so put a rock inside of a Hercules. Sit on the planet for 3 hours. Mine until you fill up the Hercules. Go and refine it. Yeah? Ooh. Cyclone. Umbral Cyclone TR.
Straight to sell on the rock geominables.
Oh, you don't have to refine that? Interesting. Wait, where's this Carrack you were talking about? Was it just a normal rental, Zach? He wanted me to rent a Carrack.
Anvil is TMRW.
Oh, I thought, man, why'd I come here then? No big deal. Got to fly the Herc.
I thought it started today.
It starts at, I think it's around noon Eastern each day that it flips. It's around that time. All right. I'm thinking about this mining loop. Because I kind of want to try it. And I don't necessarily have to use the Hercules to do it. But that would be ideal for like, especially for like org ops, which I want to do with you guys. But I mean, you could fit a rock inside of something a lot smaller than a Hercules, right?
Yeah!
You can. Lively banter with the tier 1 chat. Show him some love. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you, man. Awesome support. Appreciate you. 41 months. Third sub of the day. Third? Second? Third, I think. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. My honored voice.
Yeah, I can get one in a cutty little tight getting in, but fits.
It fits? Okay, yeah. But a C1 would probably make more sense for this. A C1 or even a Star Lancer. Wow, Star Lancer would do really well with that. Because you can put the boxes on the side, put the rock in the back area, and you can have a couple of a couple of Atlases or Atlas Geos. Wow, Star Lancer Max would work really well, actually. All right, we're gonna get a rock. I can afford one right now. Or attack. Attack has got less space though than a Max. But if you want to shoot people while you're mining, that'd be good.
Now arriving.
And can have Fury Overwatch.
The fighter buzzing around as you mine. That'd be good for org ops. That actually would be good for org ops. I'm laughing, but it actually makes sense for the org stuff, which I want to do very soon. I think after Invictus, we should try to organize something.
And it has a med bay, so respawns.
Wait, oh, you mean the TAC has a med bay?
Agreed 100%.
What's the best solution to have a
TAC,
respawn
yes.
point in a Hercules? Should you get like the little buggy that has the respawn point on it?
Ursamed, yeah.
Ursamed, that's the name of it. All right, my shopping list is starting to grow. Let's go to look up some stuff here. First, we need to look up a rock. Single seat mining, ground vehicle, man, cat. Remote ore collector. That's what it stands for.
Want your company to be in good company?
Come on, tell me there's one here at Area 18.
Vertically integrated corporate parks offer amenities such as resource sharing and logistical pairing for our rental partners. Inquire today to learn how you can invest in making our port your new
Dude, it's like everywhere except here. How is it everywhere except Area 18? Are you kidding me? You can buy a rock everywhere except, I mean, it's literally every station except here. Oh.
It takes all of us working together to keep
Oh, you can rent one too. I didn't know that.
be vigilant and report possible threats every time.
Those are rentals, I think.
No, you can buy them up here though. They got the, you can buy it at New Deal at Lorville. And these are rentals. 100K at Lorville.
Oh, I see it now.
Obey
Yeah.
all security and customs personnel at all times. Their job is your safety.
Okay. I definitely don't have to buy one. I could rent one today and just try it out. Because I don't even know if I want to stick with that gameplay loop or not. What's the closest to me?
From transforming worlds to
MIC L1 through 5, Magnus Gateway, Pyro Gateway, Terra Gateway. So the gateways are there.
investing in tomorrow's future.
Who L1, Arc L4, probably Arc
No
L4.
different if you're just checking it out.
Yeah, Arc L1 might be the closest to me. Right? I think so. I guess I gotta get out of here first. I don't know. So, how long have I been live? I might have to end.
Buana has been streaming for 3 hours 55 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta go soon because I gotta record some more content for YouTube. You guys have already check out the YouTube stuff. We got a video up on Roadcraft, and I want to do a video tonight on Gray Zone Warfare. Got a big update today. A lot of fun, man. We just opened up a whole new set of gameplay loops in Star Citizen. I'm really excited. You guys are too. Please click the follow
It's
button.
a lot of flying and scanning on planets. I enjoy it, but I won't like and get a little tedious.
Yeah, it'll be similar to like the gameplay loop in Elite. Remember how we did like core mining? When I watch people mine, I think about that. When you fly around looking for a core, you find one, you blow the rock up, you get the dopamine hit, and then you fly for another 10 minutes, find a core, blow it up, get the dopamine hit, rinse and repeat. I imagine.
Mining a great comparison.
I think this is going to be very similar to that. And I'm weird. I enjoyed that. I did a lot of mining in Eve. I think I do mining in every single space game I play. It can be boring to everybody else, but just like trading, I enjoy it. It doesn't make sense. I try not to make it make sense because I just have fun. And that's the bottom line. Because Buona said so. Chat, I gotta go. I gotta record some stuff for YouTube. Sorry the streams haven't been as long as they usually are, but I'm trying to diversify myself with YouTube and Twitch and Kick and everything else. Gotta pay the bills.
Bonus 7.
So I will see y'all
Bonus 7.
tomorrow.
I did mostly mining in Ed. Great podcast activity. Lol.
That's a great way to put it.
Bona love.
That's a great way to put it. Great podcast activity. Have something up on the second monitor or on your phone or something, just having some audio going and just chilling out. Some reading for you. Oh, the Stream Deck stuff. Thanks. Let me bookmark these. Yeah, I'll check that out. Check that out. Chat, y'all the best. I'll see y'all later, all right? Take care of yourselves. GG's. I had a great night today. I'm gonna clip out the Hercules tour, put that up on YouTube as well, so people can see my first reaction to it. And you can tell them on YouTube you've already seen it. So I will see y'all in a little bit. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. GG's. Have a good night. Bye, everybody. That thank you was right on time.